all kind of know the saying, it's follow the money. But really, I just talked about management and founders. It should be more like follow the money maker. And in that case, really, there's never been a greater money maker, certainly on a nominal basis, than Elon Musk. Listen, this is not a good picture. We should have had him here with a bow tie. Let's fix this picture up, folks. Come on. Okay. Elon Musk. The question is, how can you ride his coattails? I want to bring in Entrepreneurshares LLC COO, Ava Anos. All right, Ava, so let's talk about this because now it's official. $1.5 trillion, that's the valuation for SpaceX. People are clamoring. There's rumors of IPOs any moment now. Talk to us about this.
First of all, I agree. Elon Musk is the greatest entrepreneur, perhaps of all time, and that's why we're heavily invested in XOVR, primarily because of him. Secondly, I'll do the math for the 1.5 billion. Trillion. The reason is that first of all, it's not a tech play. This is an infrastructure play. And infrastructure plays have big multiples because they have monopolistic characteristics. Secondly, the main cash cow is Starlink. And again, I'm not taking this lightly. This is an ambitious valuation, but it is doable. Right. Starlink is charging $500 per user, and they have 4 million subscribers right now. They're shooting for 40 million in the next 2 years. That's 2 billion right there. Then you have aviation contracts, you have maritime contracts, you have other governmental contracts accounting to 40 to 60 billion. That is on top of an 8 to 12 times multiple because of the category where it is, and then the margin is 60% margin. It's an extraordinary high margin. So the valuation, I believe, is doable. Again, we don't know, but it is, as an analyst, I'm taking it lightly. I can't take it lightly, but it is doable.
It is doable. And then you've got things like the race to get data centers into space. I think it's so, when I see these small towns in America voting not to have data centers, I'm like, oh, God, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Because then they'll have it in space one day and you'll say, how come they don't have that down here? These are just some of the other offshoots. There's so many opportunities out of this, right?
Exactly, and it's vertically integrated, so it's everything. And Starlink is right now covering 100% of the planet, and it's going against the most bureaucratic companies, the telecom companies, who have a high marginal cost to serve the remote user. That's where Starlink is coming, because their cost of serving the marginal user is minimum. They have no poles, no wires, nothing.
Wow. Let's talk about that. I just mentioned Google with Ivan. And this is sort of the Google versus OpenAI. First, the media, the narrative was Google versus NVIDIA, but that's different. That's just because of TPUs. But Google has put together the entire package, and it feels like it's a legitimate threat to OpenAI. Is this the name that you still like here?
We like it. Look, there's so many AI companies. We even had DeepSeek in China. That's why SpaceX it has a crazy mode. There's no other company that's going to be SpaceX, and that's why it's our biggest private company in XOVR ETF. Google is a good company to have. Gemini is coming up as a great AI alternative to ChatGPT. People were concerned about the Google search. It looks like that was not an issue. That is not an issue. Gemini, I like Gemini more than any other AI platform right now. But again, you don't know. There's not a huge moat right now when it comes to AI. When it comes to SpaceX, there's no other company. It's a key strategic asset to the U.S. economy. That's why it's our biggest weight.
So now, if someone bought give me the symbol for this.
XOVR.
XOVR. So if I bought this now, I would already have access. I would end up with a piece of SpaceX right now.
Exactly. So you have exposure to SpaceX. So we are the first private-public crossover ETF, and we have private companies such as SpaceX, and SpaceX is our biggest private equity position. We're planning to have a significant addition to our SpaceX exposure in the next days.
So that means people share in the valuation now. Ahead of the 1.5 offering, ahead of the first day trading when it's $2 trillion.
Yes, way ahead of the IPO. That's the whole concept, because in the private markets, you can make much bigger numbers, right? And retail investors have been locked out for so many years. We're trying to democratize access for people like us. For people like us who are not accredited investors, they have no high minimums, you have daily liquidity. That's the whole concept of XOVR.
Yeah, I mean, for years I've been fighting against, the people have been taken for suckers. Right? These IPOs go public way, way too high. So get in now.
We need to make money too.
There's a way to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Ava. Congrats.